I would probably say that, back in the 90s, I probably would have said I was, because I was pretty consumed with it. You know what I mean? I wanted to know every nuance of how every drug worked. I was asking so many questions. I had a doctor friend who was a very important mentor in my life. May he rest in peace also, Dr. Mike. And we would have, literally, I swear to you, and I'm not making this up, I'm not exaggerating, he had a key to a gym. He was a crazy person too. He would train at like 2 in the morning, he'd go from midnight to 2 in the morning, sometimes 3 in the morning at this gym. He would do countless sets. He had the key. And I would meet him. This was up in Westchester. It was in Portchester, New York. I was living up in Westchester at the time because I was going to med school. And I would literally hang out at this gym with him for hours. And we would just talk about anabolics and how they work and our theories about, estrogen blockade and aromatase inhibitor. Before anyone knew any about this stuff, we would talk about, theories about how, what anabolics were best to stimulate what, how to be anti-catabolic, how to neutralize cortisol. I don't even remember all the conversations, but I was so obsessed with understanding the science and what was going on to have such a grasp. And all the stuff I teach everyone, these days, all came from these conversations that we had. And it was like I was in an intense, I was in medical school, but then I was in another program with him at night, to learn even more. But they don't teach us stuff in medical school, obviously. But this guy had a photographic memory. So he had graduated from medical school 20 years earlier. Same school I did. He was the valedictorian. And he remembered everything from school. So I would be he'd be like, we would talk about what I learned that day. We went over this and that. He would be telling me stuff like he would just read the textbook yesterday. It was unbelievable. I'm like, I can't believe you remember all that stuff. Yeah, I don't forget anything, he used to always say. So I was probably the most intense person for a good 5 to 8 years, I would say. I don't think anyone was more intense because I didn't miss a workout, I didn't miss a meal. I was on top of whatever the latest drug protocols were. I knew where the best places to get stuff was. I had the best source. Because that was all that mattered to me. And so, who's like that today? I guess Boston Lloyd was pretty extreme. But he doesn't really, competing is not really that important to him, so I can't really put him into that, into that category. He's just consumed with the anabolic aspect of it. As far as competitors go, Guy Cisternia is pretty damn intense, I got to tell you. I don't know too many people that are as intense and detail-oriented. He would be, when I helped him when he won nationals, he was calling me and asking me if he can go to take a crap. He's like, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm like, well, go. He's like, I just wanted to make sure it's okay. I said, you can go. Yeah, it's fine. So he was pretty intense, and I like that about him because he didn't leave a single detail. He journaled everything that he ever ate and when he went to the bathroom, when he went to the gym, what sets he did. Everything was journaled, and I've never seen anything like it. Probably Milos was kind of like that too back in the day. He was pretty intense. When him and I would, we went to Dubai in 1996. When we spent that week together, that was not also nonstop, talk about not only just drugs, but diet and competing and just everything related to bodybuilding. So he was, and that's why, look, he's still that way today. And Milos is another guy who has a photographic memory. He'll remember what he took in 1992 for the Mr. British Grand Prix, type of thing.